think you'll ever leave this place?
It'd have to be for a really good reason.
Like what? Like a really good job or something?
Well, maybe, because, like, I can get a good job here.
Instead of focusing on just one story throughout, why did you choose 4 different chapters of different lives of people?
Sure, well, I didn't want to have just one protagonist or 2 main characters. It wasn't enough for me. I thought, well, I have so many other stories I want to tell, and I don't want them to get lost in the background either. So I made that choice because I wanted to work more in an ensemble. Then I didn't know that all the stories were going to connect the way they did, and that sort of happened through the writing process. I actually thought they might be 4 separate entities that could be standalone pieces, and then as the film came together in the writing and the editing in particular, I thought, well, no, this is one piece. So
Yeah.
I'm not from Alberta, but when I first read the script, I felt like I knew everyone, and it was whether or not I had experienced that, I felt like I had been around it or that it was just familiar enough. And Kyle's take on it was compelling enough that it kept me interested, even though I felt I knew it. It was a slice of life that I hadn't been in that location, but those people could be in any kind of small town in Canada.
Oh, you play a taxidermist.
I do.
Tell us about that.
Well, it's a surprising, lovely art, you know, and I was ably guided by our on-set taxidermist, and you know, I got a sense of how much training and artistry goes into it, you know, so I was a little humbled by it, actually. I mean, I'm not a hunter. I came to understand it, I think, and I understood the respect that the hunters and the taxidermists have for animals.
You brought 4 very talented Canadian musicians for each of the 4 sections of the film, so how did you manage to do that?
Well, it started off, I knew I wanted the 4 sections, and I wanted to keep it as Alberta as possible. Mm-hmm. So I started asking around, and one of the actors who's also a musician in the film, Chris Demeanor, he's close friends with Ray Spoon, and said, well, I know Ray, they'd probably be very interested in doing this, and, you know, more electronic. I said, well, perfect, that's great. And so one thing sort of led to another.
Can I ask you why the focus on Alberta? I mean, as you keep mentioning.
Sure. Well, I am from Alberta. I live in Calgary, mm-hmm. and our company, North Country Cinema, is based out of there. So I feel that as an Alberta filmmaker, I want to show that, you know, I want that to be part of my work.